Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to actually build with Sensori. If you have an idea, a startup idea, a project idea, and you want to actually build, AI companies, AI native companies, or just messing around, just trying to build something, this is the right place for you. So to get started, it's pretty easy. This is where, if you're trying to build from scratch, this is where everything happens. The beginning, the genesis of everything. So you type in one command and you get started. npx create-cencori-app. I'm going to name this hack. You can name it whatever you want. Hack. And I'll create an application. I'm trying to create a Next.js application. So I'm just going to select Next.js. But if you want, you can select the Tan stack. These are the only two frameworks available. So you can select Tan stack. You can select, if you're trying to build an agent, you can build on the Sensori's agentic infrastructure. So I'm just going to use Next.js. Do I want a demo chat? Definitely. I want to be able to test it out immediately after building. My API key, I'm going to insert this later. So I'm going to wait for it to be done. All right, it's done. So I'm going to open up the new application we just scaffolded and we get started to build. We already have the build already, in fact. So I'm going to open my API, or my routes rather. Can see this one. So currently I already have a free model wired up in my application, so I don't have to worry about configuration anymore. It comes right out of the bat. So you are free to actually just build. Now I don't want to forget my API key, so I'm going to add my API key. And before I forget, I already have an application, an organization here that I've created. It's called Hack, and this is what I'm going to be using. I already have a project also, so I'm going to be using it. And I already generated an API key. So this is how you generate an API key, right? You come to your, I think you saw the process now. You come to your organization, then your project. This is the project we are in, and then your project settings. Then you're going to see this page. You're going to come to your, just navigate to your API, and that is it. You create a new key. I already have a key, but I'm just going to revoke this and add another one. So I'm going to create a new key. I'm going to name it hack, and I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to go back to my code base, Command V, I paste it in, and then I test it out. npm run dev. Now let's try it. So it's up. Let's see. Hi. As you can see, it works. It works. I already have my application. So now I can actually just deploy to Vercel and, allow my users to use it. But here's the thing. This is just a template, right, that we've provided for you guys. But if you want to build your own startup, if you're trying to build a chatbot, you can actually use this. This is a component. But if you're trying to build a startup different from, just being a chatbot and all of that, definitely you can use it. And if you're also trying to, use other models, this is how you change it. You just remove this and add the model you're trying to add, and that is it. I'm going to undo this. And that is it. It's that easy. We set up a project, we're ready to deploy in less than 3 minutes. Right? So this is done. I sent a request. I'm going to check my project overview over here. And okay, I'm going to refresh. Let me refresh this. As you can see, it's a request successful because I had a pending request already. So you can see it's wired in. We are good to go. we're good to go. So yeah, that is how you start. That is how you scaffold a project, an organization, or a startup that you're trying to build. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what you guys build with it and how you build with it. See you in the next one. Have a nice one.